tanong ko lang, no, kasi we were talking about mindset, etc. When you had the chance to speak with BBM, what did you feel coming out of that conversation or interview with BBM na parang, are you hopeful? Do you think he understands the problem? Kasi syempre, alam mo, Metro Manila person si BBM. Of course, he lived in Ilocos for a few years, but those were his, younger years. Anong basa mo kay BBM in terms of agriculture?
I was quietly impressed, actually, uh, in the course of our 1.5 hour interview. Kasi pinakita niya, he has a breadth, I think a breadth of understanding and knowledge of the situation. Like sabi niya, agriculture, it should not be just rice, it's also other commodities. And he specifically emphasized fisheries. And wag na, let's emphasize aquaculture and mariculture. Ganun ba? So, ibig sabihin, hindi siya rice-centric. And that's also our way of thinking. And he was saying also, of course, it's not just production. We must make sure the outputs of our R&D are really brought to the field and carried out by our farmers. And then yung the digital economy. Sabi niya, siguro this is one area also where we can improve and modernize our agriculture and then attract more young people to go into it. Kasi kung mayroong challenge, yun. So, malawak ang hindi lang, I don't think many people realize this.
What's going on? Why is it so silent? What do you think is happening?
You're absolutely correct, Casito. Although during the campaign period, agriculture was a very hot topic. In fact, we in the sector, in our case, we were able to interview the three leading candidates, si Bongbong, Lenny, and also si Isko Moreno. So, and then in the pronouncement subsequent by these candidates and the others, palaging binabanggit yung agri, di ba? Infrastructure, etc. So the silence is right now kasi siguro hinihintay ng sektor namin at saka yung general public kung ano ba magiging totohanan ba itong mga pahayag during the campaign na pag kung sino man ang manalo, bibigyan ng importansya yung agriculture, yung small scale industries, etc. So we want to find out what exactly will be happening. Now, hindi lang sito yung pagkain ang papel ng agriculture dito. Yung trabaho din. Kasi I mentioned this one time kay candidate BBM when we interviewed him, you need much less investment to create one job in agriculture compared to an industrial job. You just mentioned, sometimes you just have to throw a seed into the ground, tutubo na. Anong investment yan? Hindi naman, certainly it's not in the hundreds of thousands or $1 million pesos to create one job. So we can create a lot of jobs, as you said, immediately within the next couple of months if we just put our hearts and minds and some resources to the sector. And then we want to keep our people as much as possible in the countryside. We feel strongly, given proper support, maiwasan po yung masyado pong paglipat mula sa kanayunan natin sa mga kalungsuran and exacerbating our problems here in the cities, overcrowding, traffic situation, and all that. So agri has a big role to play, not only in giving us more food at reasonable prices, but also in creating more jobs and providing for a more balanced growth vis-a-vis the industrial sector. So,
okay. Yes. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, ang critical talaga dito yung mindset natin and especially of our policymakers and government people, etc. Kasi each time I noticed in the recent pronouncement, nagsasalita yung business and so on, parating binabanggit credit ratings, Moody's, Fitch, Bloomberg, they need to attract investment to fill in the investment gap. But we should all realize our farmers are probably the biggest investors. Hindi nga lang natin nakikita kasi maliliit na magsasaka yan, but if you will consolidate all of the investments, the work, the resources put into agri and fisheries by our small farmers and fishers, I'm pretty sure they will dwarf all of these investments, whether direct or indirect investment.